Patricia Altschul, that's right. We have the Grand Dame, the matriarch of Southern Charm here with us today. This From the Vault series has it has legs actually. So everyone seemed to love. Who did we have from the vault? We had Juicy Joe, Kathryn Dennis, Claudia Jordan, Jackie Goldschneider. Well, today we have a From the Vault, Patricia Altschul. Never, and I mean never before heard chat with Patricia Altschul. Never before heard. The only people that have heard this are me and Patricia and maybe Whitney, because he was in the room. He was coming and going in the house. I mean, Whitney's got to do what he's got to do. Other than me and Patricia, and probably Whitney, no one has heard this chat. This was recorded not even so long ago, but at a prior time before her beloved butler passed away, Michael. So, RIP Michael. He was such a huge part of the show. We talk about that. We talk about Kathyrn. We talk about Cameran Eubanks. Anyone want Cam back as much as I do? Obviously, we talk about the boys. We talk about JT, but Craig and Austen and Shep. And the show is just so different now, right? We have Southern hospitality. So this was recorded. This is a From the Vault, never before heard. My voice is cracking. Never before heard chat with Patricia Altschul. I have wanted Patricia on this podcast for decades. I haven't even done this for decades. I've only done this for years. I think I've wanted her on the podcast for about 6 years since my second episode. So we are continuing this. Seems to be a hit. This From the Vault. This is never before been heard. A chat with Patricia Altschul recorded at a prior time. So kick back, relax, and enjoy this chat with, I think, the best cast member of Southern Charm, Miss Patricia Altschul.
People still do today. And he's got 3 children. He has tutors. He teaches them to swim, to ride. He's very good about their health care, making sure that, their education is up to par. Saint needs a special school. And I think that he's been vilified, and rightly so, on many, in many respects. But people forget that you can change. And now this is, from what I understand from a lot of people that know him, this is the way he is now.
Just really a hand.
One time I said, what would you think about bringing Thomas back? And oh my God, I mean, that was not received well.
Who did you bring that up to? Andy Cohen?
I put it on Instagram, yeah, I don't think I got one positive, oh, what a great idea.
Well, he did just say after the reunion, when the reunion aired, he's like, of course they're mentioning my name again. That's what it takes to get ratings. They are always using my name.
I thought he vilified me for a good year on Twitter, X. And he can go after you. I don't know if he stopped drinking or not. But the one thing you can say about him, he was great TV.
He was great TV. I mean, is he the one, like, who would you want back if you could pick anyone from the past that's not on this cast anymore? Who do you think would just be great to come back into the mix for season 10? If it was up to you and you could choose whoever.
I'd bring Cameran back. Yeah, I love her. Speaking of great TV, I thought Cameran was wonderful. But when Kathyrn said what she did about Cameran's husband, which was a total lie, and to have that be put up on national television, that was it for Cameran. She said, if you're going to play that game, I'm out. And I don't think she would come back. Every year Whitney tries to get her to come back, and no.
And so Whitney reaches out every year and she just doesn't want any part of it.
Yeah. And we keep in touch, I love Cameran and Jason. They're great.
And you don't think, just if enough time passes, let's just say Southern Charm is on season 12, season 15, you don't think Cameran will ever come back?
I'd be surprised if she did. But who knows? You never can tell. I'm surprised by things all the time. So
You have to respect that though, in a way of like, good for her for saying like, I mean, listen, she's the person I think I would love the most back to, but like, at least she's saying like, wait a second, like I've seen this happen before. Now you're bringing my real life into it. My husband's not even on the show, nor does he want to be on the show. It's not worth my marriage. It's not worth my family. It's not worth it.
well, that's exactly her attitude and what she said.
Are you shocked that Kathyrn isn't there, that they parted ways with her?
No, I think they should have done it earlier. I think she's a liability primarily to herself. I don't think the show is good for her in any way. No.
Is that why you think, just because like her real life just got too toxic for the show?
Well, I mean, I'm not the one that fired her, but I would guess that that was the reason. And there are many things that go on that you don't see on the show. I mean, if you're interested, you can Google her.
There's a lot out there if you Google her, we all know, I mean, I think everyone knows, that she, like you said, like Thomas really is, it sounds like, he's a full-time, like hands-on dad now raising these kids. I mean, he has full custody and she doesn't have custody at all. Like, does any part of you feel bad for her, or is it just kind of like you reap what you sow and, like you said, you're your own worst enemy and you did this to yourself?
I guess I'm kind of hard-nosed about drugs. I don't understand why anybody, knowing that you can become addicted and knowing that you could die, I mean, with fentanyl being laced with everything, to me, I don't understand it. Uh, I I don't know. I do feel sorry for her, but she did everything wrong for her own life. I mean, uh, I wish she could do it all over again and do it the right way and make better choices, because it's just been a downward spiral. Do I feel sorry for her? Yes, but also I don't understand it.
I'm kind of like you. I'm kind of hard nosed with drugs. I mean, I'm like you. I don't do gin, but just give me a nice vodka martini with a little twist of a lime. And one is not enough, and two is right. Often three, but after three, it's like the night is here. Let's call it. So I never got into drugs. That's just me. It's not my thing. So I kind of am hard nosed when it comes to that too.
Yeah, yeah. There's certain things I'm old school about. Uh, I know that people do recreational drugs. I just don't understand it. I don't adhere to it. I think it's stupid. You can wreck your life, and unfortunately, she has.
Is Kathyrn, you want Cam back the most? Would Kathyrn be the person that you least think should come back into this group?
Yes, I think that's safe to say.
What about all of this? If you, like you said, you Google Kathyrn, what about there's all this stuff out there, this new reports that, she's involved in this hit and run and, at the school and like the Ford Bronco, the 2022, and there was a white woman driving it and the car fits her description. I mean, she hasn't really said anything. I mean, but she's apparently involved in this hit and run if you Google it.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't really follow that. But, there's one disaster after another. There are other things too. I mean, I don't know. I don't think she's been charged. And you have to remember too that her father and grandfather were politicians from that area. So I don't know. I hope she's not going to be charged, but they did trace the license plate back to her car. But again, I think that reality shows can kind of test your mettle, and some people can flourish and monetize it and have a good time with it and not take it or themselves too seriously. And other people, I don't know, begin to believe that they're TV stars and, you know, live their life as if they were, you know, Marilyn Monroe. And I think that's when you get into trouble.
Everybody is replaceable, right?
Everybody is replaceable. And as you can see from